Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Woo Pig podcast. Woo. Shout out OD, shout out G Homes, it's the best. Big sexy. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, podcast, 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 woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, 501, baby, pig, podcast, football, basketball, whatever you need, podcast, woo, pig, shout out the fans, man, woo, pig, keep the support live, let's get it, podcast, you know we gon' keep it real every time, every single time, woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, pig, we too cold, baby.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Woo Pig Podcast. I'm your host, OD Oliver. And man, we coming back with some more hotness, man. But you know, the Woo Pig Podcast is brought to you by our sponsor, 3M Electric, for everything electrical in Northwest Little Rock. Hey, man, I am tripping tonight. I'm rusty. In Northwest Arkansas, they are SDVOSB, meaning they are dependable and reliable. Give them a call, 479-408-9865. Let them know your boys on the Woo Pig Podcast sent you. And as always, you know who I got in the... I got the wrong guy in the building. Hold on. He with us too, but let me get my other guy here. You know who I got in the building.
It's your boy G Holmes in the building, man, aka Big Sexy, man. Y'all holler for me out here, man. I'm fresh off the fan.
Oh my God.
Hey, man, I'm 20 pounds lighter, man.
Hey, man,
I'm
nobody care
feeling-
about you 20 pounds lighter, sucker.
Hey, man, I'm feeling good, man. Skin glistening out of this joint, man. Y'all come on, man. Let's get it.
And we got the bad little brother with us, man. Oh, you muted, man. You muted. Hold on. Guest has muted themselves. Your waves done muted you. Unmute
Hey
yourself.
man,
There you go.
that's the power. That's the power of them 360s right there, man. Hey, only thing the bad little brother gotta say is this right here, man. Big Sexy done lost so much weight. That's little sexy.
Hey, man, I'm out of this joint glistening, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful experience, man. I'm breaking my fast today with a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, a little Grand Marnier mixed with XO. You know what I'm saying? We doing it big. So,
This
you
guy.
know, hey.
Hey, I
Man,
can't
don't
even
hate on
spell
me.
that.
I ain't hating. Man, we missed the Woo Pig family, man. We
Hey.
back in the building, man. We took a couple
Hey.
days off. We was tired.
Did
tired,
you
man.
miss me? Did you miss me?
Man.
Man.
But man, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about these Hogs, man. We
Bro.
gonna bring up some little breaking news, man. I saw it out there on the Twitter, man. I want to talk about that first before we really get off into it, man. We got a recruit, baby. Former Michigan State offensive tackle Keane Blackstock commits to the Hogs, 6'4", 315 pounds. And what Greg hates most about him, he's a 4-star recruit.
That don't mean that. Hey, hey, like I said, think about this, man. I want to see what this cat can bring to the team, the offensive line. Man, throw them stars out the window because we got some plenty stars on the offensive line right now, and what they doing, they're boo-booing everywhere. So, hey, man, I don't care nothing about your stars, what you going to do when they turn the lights on. So, hopefully, you know, if you look at the tape on this guy, he looks like he's a pretty decent tackle. So, hey, man, let's just give him a shot. I mean, I'm with it, but I don't care nothing about your stars. You know that.
Hey,
Yeah.
he went to school. He went to school with Wiggins, so ain't no telling how good he gonna be or how terrible he gonna be. We gonna find out.
Facts.
Yeah,
Man,
hey, we will. We gonna find out soon too, man. This guy, just to pump him up a little bit for Big Sexy. I know he ain't really a believer, but just as far as rankings go, he was the number 7 overall player coming out of JUCO, number 1 interior lineman coming out of JUCO. He played out at Coffeyville, I believe it was.
Yeah,
So
Kansas.
yeah. So he a highly touted guy. He actually spent like basically a little baby season over at Michigan State before transferring to us. So
Yeah.
I got a deep take for this later if y'all want to get into it, man.
Yeah, we'll give
I
you
don't
some
think
time to
people
spend on that.
realize. Okay.
Well, go ahead. No. Say what you about to say right now.
Man, do y'all know what this shouted out to me when I saw that this was announced the day after Yurachek came out endorsing Pitman, which we'll get into later.
That
But
Kennedy
what
gonna
this
be here.
means exactly. That's exactly. Oh my God, great minds think alike,
Super
man.
trash.
No, I know,
That-
right?
do that mean y'all? I hope Kennedy don't think this enough to save him for the fans. Oh, y'all, we
Yeah.
might get another year of Kennedy, man.
Man, that's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Kennedy, man, that dude is terrible. I don't care what kind of recruit. I mean, I don't care really what kind of recruit you bring in. Is not going to compensate for the debacle that you have put together this year.
Kennedy
Period.
wasn't terrible the year before last, though. But why he's so terrible a year later?
I got an answer for that.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
First of all, he was good the year before last because he had a team full of super seniors. Second of all, he also had Kendall Brow's fast, high-paced offense that really masked a lot of his inefficiencies as far as teaching offensive linemen. So I think that's what really, really helped him. That's why we didn't even really know who Kennedy was before then. We weren't even talking about him because Kendall Brow's had them boys running and gunning so quick they didn't have time to miss no blocks. So that's just my take.
That's fact.
Okay.
I buy that.
I see you hyping up your pick later on. We gonna get into it, though.
Ain't nobody gonna.
We
Just a
gonna
little
get into
foreshadowing.
this guy. Hey, Deezy, what's up with Rocket Sanders and Dubinion, man?
What's the injury report looking like?
Man, just to give y'all a quick little injury report for our 2 running backs who carried the ball the most this season, man. Our boy Rocket has a torn labrum. Man, they say he's supposed to go into surgery sometime next week. That's definitely season-ending surgery for him, obviously. He already been pretty battle-tested all year with different injuries, whether it be his knee, now his labrum. And then our boy Dubinion. So, coming off the field, everybody saw him holding his knee. They like, uh-oh, is it another ACL? Actually, it turns out it was just an MCL. So I actually tore my MCL before, and I was back 4 or 5 games later. But he a running back, so it's a lot different. So I'm pretty sure it's going to take him some time. But if you have a running back with this type of injury, you want it to be at the end of the season. So torn MCL for Dubinion and a torn labrum for Rocket.
He can have all the time he need. All the time he need. Because the season is over.
I mean, but you know what, though? I hate when people say season-ending injury. Bruh, the season ended when they lost to Auburn.
Yep.
The season been over with. What you mean?
No lies detected.
What are we talking about? The season was over. The season been over with. Now he just got something to deal with in the off season. That's what they should have said. He got an off-season injury that he gonna have to get fixed. It wasn't season ending. You lost the season when you was healthy. So get off my phone.
Hey, Dow, look, we gonna get into that, man. We gonna tap into that right there, man. That's why I had to highlight your comment. We gonna get into that. Bottom line is, he call him Pitman. It's super trash.
Super trash.
Expect a similar record next year, man. We gonna get off into it, man. We gonna get into it, man.
Check out that super chat.
We gotta check out the super chat, man. You know them gonna get first precedence, man. Where it go? Super chat, bam. Hey, man, thank you for supporting the channel. ML8429 says Chadwell should be named the head coach on December 1st.
Here we go.
Happening, my guy.
That ain't
happening.
hey man. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, that ain't happening, my guy. But hey, we already know that my guy Hunter Yurachek said he rolling with Pitman. So it is what it is. So we got to find out who we gonna hire to take his space, man. But hey, you are the official super chat sponsor right now. Hey, man, because you the only super chat of the day, man. Appreciate you supporting the channel, man. Appreciate you for rocking with us.
Here we go again.
But man, let's take
old stuff, dog. Different day.
Yeah. We missed last Saturday, man. So we gotta go back a little bit, man. We gotta go back a little bit and talk about the Hogs, man. We're gonna talk about these Hogs a little bit. KJ hold on now. Hold on now. Before we get into that, man. Well, hey.
Boss Hog in the building.
I gotta go read this super chat, man. I'm gonna come back to this.
Boss Hog said put his name on there.
I'm gonna come back to this.
Boss Hog is a sponsor.
Boss Hog hit us with the 20 ball. Flex on him. The season was over with before the Florida game.
Oh, hey, you know what, Boss Hog? No lies detected. Hey, bro, you know I ride with you. Me and Boss Hog ain't never had a crossword. That's it.
Hey, man, shout out to Boss Hog, man. He support us everywhere, man. Boss Hog is in the building, baby.
He talking about that 7-3 against Mississippi State on homecoming. Yuck.
Yeah. Man.
Hey, Little Rock 2517, man. Shout out to you. Hey, man, thank you for supporting the channel, man. He just hit it with a good old super sticker, man. He ain't even really had nothing to say, man. We appreciate you supporting the channel, man. Thank you for rocking out with us.
Hey, shout out to the 501, baby. I'm with you in Little Rock, baby.
All right, man. But let's jump back into these.
Hey, he came right back, man. He came right back.
Flex on him.
Oh my goodness.
Right
we got a bidding war.
Hey, they showing. Hold up, they showing love tonight. Hey, we gonna even though it ain't the single highest contributor, we gotta put him up there, dog. We gotta put him up there because he hit us with 2 super chats back to back. And we gonna put Lil Rock 2517 in the building.
Little Rock 257, man. We don't know who you are, man. Come rock with us, man. We're gonna open up the hog pen, man, in a few minutes. Hey, man, come kick it with your boys.
Definitely, we appreciate that love, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
yes, sir. Y'all upgrading Big Sexy. Y'all just don't know it.
Hey, man.
Hey, expect 4K next week, baby. That's all I got to say about that.
Man, I'm looking good, man, with all this hydrated skin, man. What y'all talking about?
Guy. Hey, man.
You know what I mean?
Hey, so let's jump into that, man. This right here, man, KJ Jefferson hit for 187 yards, 3 TDs, no picks. One of his best, cleanest games of the year, bro.
Against a high school team. That's what I got to say. Before you even get started with all that stuff he doing, hey, man, this is what I got to say. Anybody can show out against a high school team. What you mean? Man, don't come up here and tell me what you've been doing. Oh, dang, KJ done ran all over this. He's supposed to.
I get it, bro.
He's supposed to. Why come you didn't do that against Auburn? Why come you didn't do that against them other boys? Because they was up in your jeans. Man, get off my phone. I ain't trying to hear none of that talking about what you did. Oh, KJ had 3 touchdowns. He ran for 200. Man, I don't care nothing about that. You supposed to did that.
G shooting shots tonight. I just was reporting the stats.
Man, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that.
Hey, this Keon Jenkins cat, he was doing all right, man. He hit us for almost 300, 265, 2 TDs and 2 picks. But I told you he was good and terrible. He was good and terrible, man. But let's take a quick look at these receiving. Our leading receiver, Armstrong as usual. Consistency. 4 receptions, 67 yards. Mitchell burnt us though. We need him on the squad.
Bald.
That boy gonna be in the NFL. 6 receptions, 157
Yeah.
yards, 1 TD. That boy nice. He nice.
And he had some outstanding catches. You see that
Yeah.
one-hander he got? That was nice.
Hey.
And with a man on him. Tough.
Hey, they're gonna see him on the next level, bro. He next level.
Facts.
Yeah.
Next level.
That's
I'm
facts.
like, shh.
That boy gonna
But
be
hey,
in
that is-
Colorado with Dion in 24 hours.
Man, I don't know.
I
I
promise
didn't
you,
really dig into
they
him, so I don't
throwing-
know what he can
Yeah.
be. Can he transfer what? But hey,
He definitely, yeah, he can. He got eligibility left. He about to get up out of that trust. He won't be at Florida International too long.
man, I wouldn't go nowhere. I stay right there. T.Y. Hilton was an alum of FIU. Why I'm gonna leave? I wouldn't go nowhere. I could be a
NIL.
star. Yeah, I forgot about that.
NIL. Somebody
Yeah,
gonna throw
I
you
forgot
a
about that.
50K, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, they're gonna be like, hey, your mama like shoes?
Yo,
Mhm.
hey man, y'all hit the like button, man. We done got up to a bill in here. So y'all hit the like button. We only got 31 likes. Yo, man, y'all been waiting on us. Y'all missed us.
Man.
You see what I'm saying? So y'all
Hey,
show us some love when you see us. Fool with me if you cool with me.
This guy. Hey, we had season high 319 yards rushing, man.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
that was beautiful,
Man.
man. Just to see us run the ball. I know it was against a team that, but
Hey,
if
man,
you think
it's
about it,
got
we
an
didn't do that
asterisk.
against in our first 2 games of the year. We were playing cupcakes. We didn't run for 319 yards. So I was happy to see them run the ball. So hey, that's all I'm
They
saying.
supposed to.
I'm just reporting
You
the
know,
stats.
Hey man, you know me, man. I was go ahead and read the super chat.
Hey, Fishman says, I blame Pitman more than Kennedy, even though Kennedy sucks. Just the guru presence of Pitman should have better funnels of talent. Hey,
That's
Fishman,
facts.
100%, man. We agree with you 100%. Hey, shout out to our sponsors, Boss Hog and Little Rock 2517, baby. Hey, we got another super chat over here. Mama.
There go that man.
Box says the last game was terrible. Even in a win, we should have had 44 points by halftime. Now I'm questioning our AD. Hey, we
gonna get into that box.
Box. We
Hey,
gonna get into it, bro. We gonna get into it. We
Hey.
But I just want to piggyback off what he said because that's some real talk. Let's not act like them boys went up 13-7 on us in the first quarter at one point. Let's not act like that was just a beautiful game. Them boys came out busting. We just luckily responded. And in my opinion, it was because of one player and one player on. Matter of fact, I'll say 2 because Al Walcott had a good game. But the boy I'm talking about is Isaiah Augusta. That boy,
Augusta.
Hey,
ball.
He was running.
Hold on,
Why
hold
come he
on.
ain't been playing? That's what I'm talking about.
See, y'all jumping ahead of the thing. I know I sent y'all the thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
No.
Don't be trying
We
to
just
jump
that
the
was just a
gun.
little sprinkle, just a little sprinkle.
But hey, bro, man, we already on. But that's what I'm saying though, bro. You know, I'm a realist, but I'm also a cat that's gonna keep it real with you. And I'm telling you, man, don't praise. You know, let me give you an analogy. So it's like a bully that pick on a little scrawny kid and beat him up and take his lunch money, and all of a sudden you gonna tell everybody, "Woo!" Put the bully on their shoulders. Man, you the champ. You the champ. Yo, man, you just beat up a little scrawny dude that ain't got nothing for you. That's how this game was. They paid them. Let's don't get it twisted. They paid them $1.4 million. Oh, I think it was 1.6. $1.6 million to come up there for us to be like, woo, KJ had a good game. Man, get off my phone. We paid $1.6 million for you to have a good game.
G,
Kill yourself.
G is really mad about this season right now, dog.
Bro, I said 11-1. What you mean? And then we pay FIU. We pay all of their travel expenses. We pay their hotel expenses. We pay everything for them, and then write them a check for $1.6 million for you to come up here, and you might get your win, but you're probably gonna get blown out. And I'm supposed to be excited because my quarterback had 3 touchdowns. What? Man, kill yourself with a rusty nail, and I want you to get lockjaw right before you take your last breath.
Just imagine breaking all your school records, all the passing records on 187 yards passing, getting outthrown by a left-handed, basically JUCO college quarterback.
Hold on, man. He went to Auburn, man. Don't play. He was at Auburn last year.
He ain't at Auburn now. He ain't at Auburn.
I'm just saying. Hey, he was recruited out of high school.
I don't care. But he ain't there now. Why come he ain't still at Auburn?
Hey, man.
I'll wait.
Hey, man.
Because he couldn't cut it.
He can't cut it at FIU either. I told you he good and terrible, man.
Hey, man. I'm not impressed with this win. KJ walking around trying to give game balls to his grandma and all this type of stuff, talking about he broke the records. Nigga, please. Oh, oops. Hey, man.
Hey, man, we're putting you in timeout, man. We got to put you in timeout now, man. See what happens when you drink water and you don't eat? Your mind ain't clear now. Your mind ain't clear. You drinking water, you ain't eating, your mind ain't clear.
Hey, I'm in my
we got to get demonetized out here, man.
Hey, man, I'm like Stephen A. Sometimes, hey, man, I'm keeping it real with him, man. Man, kill yourself. I ain't trying to hear that.
Hey, well, going back into the thing we talk about, no more ransom G Holmes tonight, man. It's over. hey, Augustin, whatever this fool name is, where he been all year, man? Where he been all year?
I mean, stuck behind three fools, stuck behind the Three Stooges, stuck behind Mo Curley and the gang. That's where he been at. Behind quit on the team Rocket, can't break a tackle Dubinion, and I'm supposed to be fast on paper AJ Green. That's where he been at. He been behind some lackluster running backs.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
But they owe your boy, man. Comment, man.
That's where they should be. Cut his mic immediately, man.
Hey, man, I'm in my feelings.
But man, the boy had 100. He had over a buck running the block, man. 14 rushes. Man, he was out there breaking tackles, man. I was like, why has this guy been on the bench all year, bro? Hey,
That's
put him in the game.
Want to know Y'all want to know a crazy stat about his performance?
What's that?
Second highest rushing total of the season. And the only rushing performance that was better was Rocket against Florida. And it took him 4 more carries.
Hey, the resident statistician. Move in the building. How y'all like Hux and Clark setting the tone by missing that pick? Man, I hope he don't have a COVID year left. Man, Hussin, please transfer to UAPB. Please. I don't
Why
care where
UAPB?
I just want him to go somewhere other than Arkansas. That boy is trash. He is trash. Hey, I don't care where he go. He just got to go somewhere. UAPB.
Not the Golden Lions.
Hey, Jackson State. Lions College, I don't care where you go. Long as it ain't around here. Mama.
There go that man.
Did our AD get lucky with Muss? Our track teams, baseball, women's basketball team was already set before he got here. Maybe he's not as good as advertised.
Ooh. Hey, box shoot. Hey, box shoot shots at the AD. Hey, boss coming for everybody's head. You hear me? He want the head of the snake. He want the head of the snake. That's what he want.
He is Hunter. They calling for your head out here. They calling for your head. We gonna let them have it in a minute.
Hey, y'all heard the explanation though. I mean, if y'all want to, I can give y'all the inside scoop of why they really kept Pittman. And I don't really know how to feel about it, man. I've been waiting to talk to y'all about it. So the real scoop is that it was a money thing. They did the calculation and they was like, do we pay for Pitman buyout and all these assistants, or do we move that money and try to actually spend it on some NIL players this year? So if y'all listen to Pittman's last 2 press conferences, only one big thing really changed. At first, Pittman was like, man, I just don't think we can compete with the NIL climate out here in the SEC. And then fast forward to the press conference today, he was like, man, I feel really good about the NIL money. Right after Hunter just endorsed him. So out of nowhere, we just got a big pot of NIL money. So I think, or I guess I should say the Arkansas media thinks that they decided to keep Pitman so that they can save that money and spend it on some players. What y'all feel about it?
I think, well, this is what I think. Like I said, Sam Pittman has been down on the NIL since it was instituted, right? And I felt like he's been saying that because he hasn't been able to be a great recipient of getting those players and being able to move that money around, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, some players got some money, but they're not really contributing to the NIL pool. Okay. So they have to do all these things to raise money for NIL. It's not just donated. They have to do things to raise it. They have to give benefit concerts. They have to do go out to these donors and ask them, hey, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to, get some NIL money to be able to pay the players. And it's hard to do that if your team is losing. It's hard to do that. Imagine if you're tasked with running that NIL program, and you're having to go to a booster and say, "Hey man, can we get some NIL?" Hey man, y'all 3-7, y'all 3-8, y'all whatever it is, you ain't winning nothing.
We won't win.
You want me to donate to that? What's y'all playing? At that point, now you got to come to them with, that's what people hate to hear. So what's your plan? They ain't got one. Know what I'm saying? So,
hey,
that's my take.
I don't really have a take on this because at the end of the day, I just think it was like DZ said, it was about the money. It was about the money. They didn't want to pay Pitman no $16 million just to go retire in Hot Springs. So they was like, hey man, we gonna see what he can do. We gonna give him one more year. He got a losing record in 4 years being here. What's one more? Just let him lose another year and then see what we can do the year after. But we gonna get into it. Since we stuck with Pitman, we gotta go forward. We gotta look ahead, right? We stuck with him. We ain't nothing gonna change. Yurachek already said I'm keeping him. So we gotta look ahead, right? So the last segment for us right now, actually, I gotta read these super chats before I get into this last segment. Cause I don't like this one. I don't like this one at all. Hey, shout out to the Hog Wild Podcast. Let me go. Oh. Hey, man, thank you for supporting the channel. My guy says, Hux and Clark got a COVID year, and he is not doing the senior walk. Hux and Clark coming back. Tell G Holmes to calm down before he run up his blood pressure.
Hey, man, my blood pressure good, Mo. You know what I'm saying? I've been on a 7.5 day fast, man. I'm good with the blood pressure, so, man, I could bring the smoke.
Man,
hey, I was just finna say, my boy got blood pressure to spare.
Man, I about care about his blood pressure. We talking about Hux and Clark coming back.
Help me. Hey, man.
Help me.
No, we don't want to see Hux and Clark, man.
Hux and Clark, if he's on scholarship, man, they need to pull it because those are year-to-year contracts.
His contract is done.
It's done. It's done.
Send him to North Texas. Send
He
him to
does.
Prairie View, Texas Southern. I don't care, bro. He got to go somewhere. School for the deaf, dumb, and blind. I don't want to see Hux and Clark back here, bro. I don't want to see it. This is over. He got to go.
So, hey,
He got
yo,
to go.
hey, man, y'all don't forget, man, we got 125 people in here with us and only 45, 48 likes. Man, what y'all doing? Y'all just sit up here watching the show and y'all ain't showing no love? Man, hey, man, this hog pen right here is some tough bacon out here, man, tonight. Come on, man. What y'all doing? Let's go. Hit the like button for your boys, man. Yo, and let's not forget that the Woo Pig podcast is sponsored by 3M Electric. It's your official Woo Pig podcast sponsor that services Northwest Arkansas. They are your trusted commercial and residential contractor. As a SDVOSB. Now, a lot of y'all probably wondering, what does that mean? That means a service disabled veteran owned small business. That's right. So they are dependable and reliable. No job is too big or small. Hey, when you call them at 479-408-9865, use the promo Woo Pig Podcast. They got something special for y'all, man. Now smash the like button for us and 3M Electric. Let's go.
Reading the super chat from our super chat sponsor today, Boss Hog. He says Sam don't like NIL, man. That's what he said, man.
Because he's not. He's
trash.
not. Because he's not. I agree with that. He don't like it because he's not benefiting from it, Boss Hog. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. I agree with you 100%.
Hey, Boss Hog right here. He shooting shots now. I mean, not intentional shots, but he's shooting shots at Box. What is Box going to do if KJ come back?
Hey, man. Hey.
Oh my God!
We might lose a subscriber.
Don't nobody want to see that, man. We do not want to see that, man. Moon,
Man,
hey, the resident statistician in the building. He says the crazy part is that they have wasted Augustov's red shirt. He actually played in 10 games because of being on special teams.
Oh man, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Super trash.
Oh my God. That's just stupid. Absolute stupid.
Just for him to be a stud, too. You know how many games we could have used him instead of forcing Dubinion down our throat, forcing Rocket down our throat? Like, come on, man.
Man, looking ahead, man. We've been on 32 minutes, so you know we got to wrap our part of the show up. Let the hog pen out. But right here, we got
man. Bill Dix.
Bill Dix in the building.
Bill Dix in the building.
William Richards. Let me go read my super chat real quick, man. We're going to leave that right there. Hey, shout out to William Richards, man. He says, hey, Woo Pig beat the Tigers. Let's go. We going to talk about that.
Hey.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Go.
Oh my gosh.
But we had a little competition going on in the Woo Pig family, right? We was like, who do we hire for the offensive coordinator? So we all had to pick who we would hire. Everybody got 3 choices in this whole little situation, right? Now, I want to hear from everybody in the comments. I'm going to give it a second because I know it's a little bit behind. I want everybody in the comments to tell me who you would hire as the OC. I want to know. Put it in the chat. I'm going to put your responses up on the chat. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to get them in there.
Hey, so you talking about top three choices?
Nah, they can give me who they want, but I'm just gonna put them up there.
I thought you asked me for top 3, right?
I did, yeah. So we gonna me, Deezy, and G Holmes got our 3 picks for offensive coordinator. I want to hear from y'all. Who you got?
Who y'all got? Who you got? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna put them over the overlay.
Hey, maybe you think that what's my man's name that's doing it right now? I just went blank.
Kenny
Dang,
Guyton.
who's the
Kenny
Kenny
Guyton.
Guyton? KG. Maybe y'all think KG is doing a great job and he deserves a shot because since Sam coming back, his whole coaching staff will be back, right? So is Kenny Guyton going to be the guy? Is he going to get the call? Is that what y'all guys want to see? Is Kenny Guyton calling plays? You know what
And
I'm saying? So
I see three Cliff Kingsbury's. I see a couple of I see 3 Bobby P's.
yeah.
What else we got? I see another Bobby.
Art Browse.
Hey, let's go. We about to tell you our picks right now. Right now, it's about to go down. Our picks is coming up right here. Let's go. So starting at number 3, I pick Art Browse as my number 3. DZ picks Gus Malzone. And G picks Jeff Grimes.
That's what I picked.
So I'm gonna give you the reason I picked my guy. I want you to give the reason why y'all picked y'all guys. Art Browse is a phenomenal offensive mind, and he's coaching high school football right now. I think you can talk that man into coming back to college. Give him a call. Hey, if he want to come, hey, he should be your number 3 choice right there. Art Browse, hey, come do your thug thizzle here on the hill, man. DZ, I'm gonna go with you next, man. With this pick you got.
Super trash.
You
on
muted,
mute,
dog.
baby.
All right, man. I'm gonna keep it simple because I got one theme for all of the guys you're gonna see under my name as we go through this. Bring them home, baby. Everybody in here, I'm trying to bring them home. I don't want none of these brand new, I don't know what I'm gonna get type of guys. Every single person that I chose is somebody I want to come home. Gus, I know you out there having success. You doing your thing. I heard he just signed the extension, so that kind of makes this null and void. But come home, man. You could be the savior of your home state. There is no greater thing you can be in this lifetime. Come home, Gus. Let's do it.
Hey, that boy make $5 million a year. You want him to come
He
back
ain't
and
going
be
nowhere.
a OC? That ain't
He got
happening.
enough
He ain't gonna
money,
do that.
man. Gus, you getting old, man. It's time to be a legend. Look, you can take over this thing. They gonna fire Pitman and they gonna hire you right up in there. Let's do it.
Nah, ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
I'm looking for me particularly. With my pick, I picked Jeff Grimes because I just kind of looked at him and I like the offense that he's at Baylor right now, and he was the last couple of years in 2020 and 2021. The dude was a Broyles finalist, for the Broyles Award. I mean, that's like one of the most coveted, accolades that you can get as a coach. He was a finalist 2 times, 20 and 21. So he has a good philosophy, and I'm just looking for something new. I'm tired of this same old recycled people. These with them picks, you seem like a dude that reach in the dirty clothes hamper and get some dirty draws and put them on. I'm just saying.
Hey, if they my lucky
I ain't
draws,
wearing
they
no
gonna
dirty
do
draws.
what it do.
I ain't wearing no dirty draws, man. You want to bring back some dirty draws? No, I mean I don't agree with that.
Well, I'm gonna say this about all my picks, right? You got to look at the situation. Tomorrow, the year after next ain't promised for Pitman. If he wins, if he loses, he gonna get fired, and whoever he bring in with OC gonna get fired too. So they gotta not really like have a job right now. They can't really have a job, or I need to pay them more than what they gonna make in the next 3 years. Now, if we was paying Dan Enos $1.3 million, okay, so I'm looking at, okay, cool, I can probably convince Art Browse to come play to come coach for $1.3 million. I probably could, maybe 1.5. I can get him. Maybe Jeff Grimes, we can get him because he only make $860,000. Gus Malzahn is out the question. It's not happening. He make 4 points. He make almost more than Pitman.
Do y'all know who had the biggest buyout in college football history before Jimbo?
It don't matter. Gus Malzahn.
Gus.
We know.
He got enough money. It ain't about the money no more, Gus. Well, how much need?
It's always about the money, bro.
It's always about money.
It's always about the money, man. We're going to move on to number 2, though. Number 2 for me, Ken Dorsey, the ex-OC for the Buffalo Bills. He just got fired. Pitman wanted him anyway. So I'm like, slot him in. He's a perfect fit. He's a perfect fit. That's my second choice. DZ goes with Bobby Petrino. I can't be mad at that.
Do I have to explain?
Ain't no need to explain. Everybody love Bobby. Even though they say they don't, they love Bobby. Everybody love Bobby. And
Yes,
G goes with some guy. I don't even know
Mike
who this dude is.
Mike Denbrough, he's at LSU right now, bro. And his last year when he was coaching at Cincinnati, bro, he was ranked 5th in EPA. Now he's been at LSU, and dig this, man. If you go to look at LSU, total points per game at LSU, 46.8. So the dude is throwing that thing around. They making some great. He's scoring points. He's putting points on the board. They're actually averaging net passing yards so far this year, 37.76. Rushing yards, 24.08. The dude is high powered. You know what I'm saying? I like him. Period. Point blank.
It's a cool pick, but I ain't leaving LSU to come to Arkansas though.
Hey man, you asked me who I would pick. Money. If it's about money, if we're going to build a program, sometimes you got to get butt naked in the paycheck, in your checkbook. I'm just saying, you got to get butt naked on the checkbook.
But you asking me to leave a stable job to come to another job that ain't promised after a year. I'm not doing that. It just them dollars don't make sense.
Hey man, you didn't ask me if it made sense to you.
It don't make sense to most people though.
Hey man, you said who would I pick?
I picked 2 dudes who ain't got jobs right now.
That okay, I appreciate what you did. I said
you not getting this guy.
Hey man, I don't believe, just like I said,
you not getting them.
Hey man, bro.
No way you getting this guy.
Hey man, just like that female that you think, hey man, you got her on your arm, and guess what? If another dude come through with a little bit more than you, hey man, she looking at you all upside your head.
Hey man,
I'm just saying, man.
Hey.
If we're going to fantasize about something, let's fantasize about getting your paycheck. Your checkbook butt naked. You can get anybody.
Hey, light skin low said, "I'm the type to flip the drawers inside out." Come home, Bobby. Come home.
I knew you niggas. Oh.
OD, you can get a position coach and overpay for a coordinator.
That's nasty.
I don't know.
We gonna let it slide, G. We gonna let it slide.
Yeah. Hey man, let's get to the number 1 spot, man, so we can open it up, man. Number 1 spot, man. Rich Rodriguez for me, baby. High-powered offense. He only makes $500,000 a year. I can pay him $1.5 million. You're going to triple your salary. Even if you get fired, you good. Because I done paid you 3 years worth of money than you was going to make at Jacksonville State. And the boy 8-3 out there in Jacksonville State doing his thug thizzle. Hey, he can resurrect this Arkansas offense. I don't care what nobody say. You can hate Rich Rodriguez all you want. Pitman got to hit a home run. He better call Rich, man. DZ said bring back Kendall Browse, dog. Bring back Kendall Browse.
I got something for y'all. Everybody said all season, if we had last year's offense with this year's defense, we'd be unstoppable. Let's do it then. Kendall, they hate you in Texas, dog. I know that's your home state, but they talking bad. Them boys was competing for a championship last year. Now look where they at. Bottom feeders. Come home. That's the moral of the story.
G goes with Garrett Riley, man. Explain yourself.
Man, I go with Gary Riley because last year when he was at TCU, this is your Broyles Award winner, right? So y'all saw what he did with TCU last year. So he goes to Clemson this year, and he's doing a great job at Clemson. So you know what? The only bad thing about that, this guy is making $1.7 million a year because somebody saw what I saw last year, and they paid the man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you what I would do if I had to open checkbook, because that's what somebody else did, and Clemson went and pulled him away from the TCU Horned Frogs. So that's why I like him. I like him. If you look at Clemson's offense last few years, after Debo Sweeney had left, it just went downhill. They weren't the Clemson Tigers that everybody was used to. Okay, cool. They saw what Riley was doing at TCU. Hey, they got they paid checkbook butt naked, and they got it. So that's what I say.
Okay. I hear you. Well, that's our picks, man. That's what we saying. That's what we going with. That's our picks. We want to know in the comments, man, who picks you like the most. I'm gonna read these super chats real quick, and then we gonna open it up to the Hog Pen, baby.
It's time for
won,
y'all.
chat.
Hey, let's let these hogs out of here, baby. I know y'all got a lot to say, man. There's a lot going on.
Hey, Boss Hog, man, he's supporting the channel, man. He says, Augustov didn't know the offense. That's what Sam said.
That's why he wasn't playing? Oh, that's why he wasn't playing?
Yeah.
Didn't nobody know the offense?
I know, right? What you mean?
KJ didn't know the offense.
Hey, Box says the OC Dion fired at Colorado. He didn't fire him yet, though. He just kind of demoted him. I looked at him, and I was like, that wouldn't be a bad pick because coming out of Kent State, he did a good job last year. But I don't think he fired yet. I just think he got demoted from play calling. Boss Hog said DZ trying to divide the state again.
Hey, man. Hey, sometimes you got to destroy before you can truly build.
Flex on him. Let me get that. I got OD sounds like the most tangible. I'm all for our brows. Let's see what they say. Gary Riley think I'm sold just off the resume.
Exactly.
Tonka Todd says the only picks that would make sense that y'all have said is Art and Garrett. The rest are super trash for me. It's Willie Corn. Okay. Gary Riley wouldn't be bad. Selection and Rich wouldn't be bad. And we be 6-6. The worst. we be 6-6 at worst with Browse. Okay.
Crazy.
Let's see what this one. ML8429 says, Kevin, you'll never be Levy. He is an AC candidate. So I guess he's talking to somebody in the chat. Man, let's see here. Jeff Levy. Oh, yeah, he was talking to him. Yeah, he definitely ain't finna be no OC. Bring back Chad Morris for OC.
Hey, man.
Well, y'all wild out here. Man, that's it. We about to open this thing up, man. We about to open this thing up. Let's get it.
Come on
If
down.
y'all want to come kick it with us, you know what to do. Hit the
Y'all come kick it with us, man.
link
You know
in
your
the
boy
comments,
G.
man.
Hey, man, your boy G Holmes, I'm on one tonight, man. I'm on one. I'm on one.
Hey, that's medium sexy.
Y'all don't hate, man, because my skin is glistening. Don't hate. These are gonna tell me, man, I look like I just got out the shower. I was wet.
Hey, he looked like he's sweating and dry at the same time.
This guy. Hey, Tonka Todd with us, man.
Hey,
Talking
what up,
Tide.
Talking Tide? What up, baby?
My
Hey,
God.
don't be laughing at my man Willie Corn. Y'all up here throwing out super trash, talking about this is no.
Man.
Willie Corn is the answer, baby.
Explain yourself, Tonka. Who in the world is Willie Corn, bro?
Willie
who is Willie
Corn
Corn?
has been the offensive coordinator of one Jamie Chadwell since Jamie Chadwell has been head coach. I have posted links in the Discord of Willie Corn breaking down the offense. The beauty of a Chadwell offense is your offensive line ain't got to be the best in the world.
Willie Corn sound like he own a food truck and sell hot dogs.
Right.
Willie Corn was Willie Corn was like the number one quarterback coming out of high school when he was recruited to play college ball. Yeah, do some research. Don't just throw out some old names. Do some research. Willie Corn, I'm telling you. But what Pittman's going to need, though, seriously, is somebody like an Art Briles, because he's going to have another head coach to tell him how to be a head coach.
Okay.
That's true. That's real.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Los, kill yourself. Los, kill yourself. Talking about that grease.
Little
Man,
pork
that-
fat.
Hey, man, that's berries and juices is what that is.
Boss Hog. Hey, who your coach pick, man? Who your OC pick?
Art Browse.
Hey, he rocking with our brows, man. Our brows chilling in high school right now, man. What you mean?
Hey, he know what
is
he's
the
doing.
guy.
He know what he do with the offense. I mean, look what he did for Baylor. And he coached the Heisman winner.
Hey, y'all heard what he said. Our brows is in the building out here, man. We got some more
And
people.
Sam need all the help he can get.
Facts.
All the help he can get. Since we stuck with that fool.
Yep. That's a shame you got to hire a head coach to help a head coach.
Box. We got Yurachek, man. You've been on his head in the comments, man. Tell us why you questioning Yurachek.
I gotta ask Tonka because Tonka said something in the chat. You know he try to be slick just because he from down south. But I'm gonna call him out too. hey, but
Y'all from
Tonka,
the same city.
That's okay. We fight down there too. Hey, Tonka, you said Yurachek done hired so many people. Who is them people?
Okay, so the people that he has hired is the women's soccer coach. This is because I also said the sports that he's hired head coaches for don't nobody care about. The women's soccer coach is hang on, no, let me answer. You done asked, now let me answer now. He's done hired the women's head soccer coach that's now got the program that is top 10 in the nation. He hired a gold medal gymnast to come be our gymnast coach that's turned that program around. Everybody else he's touched has turned to gold. I got questions just like you though on this whole Pitman thing. That's the one thing that's got me scratching my head because that's your money maker.
Well, my thing is that you can't be said that he done hired all these people, and then you say them sports don't matter. Which one is it? Because the sports that matter is the one that bring championships, the one that's relevant. Track and baseball is relevant. So you just sit here and said them sports that he hired them don't matter. So back to my point, who has he hired since he been there?
A gold medal gymnast, the best women's softball coach in the nation, best women's soccer coach in the nation.
What have they brung us that the baseball team and track team ain't?
Okay, so women's soccer is in the Sweet 16 of the tournament, looking to make a run for the national championship. Women's softball is on the same level as men's baseball. The gymnastics is on par with the track. So you tell me, what does that mean?
Yeah, but them sports that you just said a while ago that they don't mean nothing.
No, I
So we
said
gonna talk about the
most people
sport.
don't care about them. I didn't say that it mean
That's
nothing. I said most
that
people don't
that
care about them.
that's the
Because
same thing,
if
bro.
we talking about a man's hiring record, then we got to look at the whole thing. We can't just look and cherry pick what we want. All right, is the Pitman hire smart? No, but he was the only man that wanted the job.
That's what you say.
Well, that's the truth.
Well, I'm gonna read my super chat real quick. Hey, William Richards, he says prediction on the Hogs. Hogs win 35-31 over Missouri. I can't.
Crazy.
I love you, William, but I can't ride with you on that one, dog. I
Pass
can't
the
ride
cup,
with
man.
you. I just can't ride with you, man. Hey, Bavis, talk to us, man. Make some sense
What's
of what
going
they
on?
talking. Make some sense about what they talking about, man.
I mean, the way I see it is one side's talking about overall program, the other side's talking about the sports that bring the money in.
What is it for you?
As far as Hunter Yurachek goes,
Yeah.
that's tough. I think he's done overall well as an athletic director, but I mean, we know that you get graded on football. You get graded on football, you get graded on basketball, you get graded on baseball, track and field, all that. I mean, look, we put 54 whatever championships up, 45 whatever it is. Ain't nobody putting us on ESPN for winning it.
Facts.
That's facts. Hey, they on your head in the comments. They on your head talking in the comments. Hey, man,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? The congregation that called you in front of, hey, you got to get in front of the congregation.
So just around the horn, just for the top row, because I think we done took up too much time. So we gonna let the hog pen rock out. But I'm gonna ask the questions here. Do you feel like Yurachek made the right decision? Do you think they should have fired him, or do you think he made the right decision? I'm gonna go with Bob. You can start.
Make sure y'all factor in the money side to that too. Like,
yeah, I mean, so everybody I've talked to today about this has been the decision's really based on money because it's $30 million buyout. Football program only nets $8 million a year. Your money has to come back into the program, and so it was really one of those last-ditch efforts maybe not last-ditch efforts, but one of those pressing efforts the boosters and Sam Pittman kind of put together. Not saying like collusion, but just in general of like, look, guys, like let's say we fire Sam Pittman, we take a $30 million haircut on, or we take a $30 million loss on the buyout. Plus we have implied ticket sales that aren't going to be re-up next year with the Razorback Foundation money. That loss comes out to the same as keeping him and then the ticket sales not being there. Either way, it's going to balance out.
Okay.
And so it's like push the money into NIL. And so I think Hunter Yurachek is finally coming around on collectives because the boosters, there was only 2 booster groups that really said that, hey, pay for buyout. Said, fuck that. Oops, sorry.
Tucker, coming to you.
I think he should have been fired, but it's like what Brav said. It comes down to a money thing. That's what talks and BS walks, and so that's why Pittman's still here. It is 100% a money thing.
Box.
I don't think it is a money thing. Texas A&M just gave away money because they coach with a winning record ain't doing nothing. Mississippi State said, you know what, just go. We're going to start over. So, but if our next best option is Gus Malzahn and the booster was going to pay that money, they don't went out of Arkansas pocket. Why not try it? He can't be no worse than Pittman. So that's what that $16 million wouldn't have came out of Arkansas pocket because the boosters were going to shut out that money. So it wasn't Arkansas losing no money.
Boss Hall, what say you?
Actually, I don't think it was a money problem. I heard a couple of stories, that certain boosters wanted Gus, and Gus said he didn't want to come back. He didn't want to come back. But if it's about money, Arkansas needs to get out of the SEC. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. I mean, that's the way it is. I mean, they've been in the SEC for almost 30 years. If they ain't got the money to be able to fire coaches and hire coaches and buyouts and stuff like that, they need to get out of the SEC because that's what's going to happen in the SEC. Look what Auburn did. Auburn fired a guy one time because he couldn't even beat Alabama. That's the only thing they were worried about. You know what I'm saying? That's all Auburn was worried about. You beat Alabama, we good. You can't beat Alabama, you got to go. So I mean, then that's what it was about. They should have cut sling load on Pitman, got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Start over.
And I agree with you on that, man.
Did I hear certain people say, "Well, what about the recruits?" Pick one recruit that's on the recruiting list that you could actually say that Arkansas got to have for this coming up year. It ain't one on there.
It ain't.
It ain't one guy on there that's a top 5 in his position.
Mm-mm. But that's Boss Hog, I love what you said because it's like classifications. The SEC is the top classification. Okay, if you're going to be out of the Power 5 conferences, the number 1 Power 5 conferences, that come with responsibility. Okay, and that come with a whole bunch of other stuff. So guess what? You have to, everybody wants to be a part of the Power 5 conferences. But whenever you're in the Power 5 and you're the number 1 Power 5 conference, that comes with a different set of obligations. You have to, like you say, you got to be able to say, yo, I don't like that. Hey, it's halftime. I don't like him. $160 million. Make a change. We don't like it. That's what really solidifies you in the number 1 Power 5 conference. It's because you got the money to say, I don't care what you say. I don't care what it costs me to get rid of you. You got to go. Period. I agree with you, Boss Hall, 100%.
But why
It's one thing now.
Go ahead, Box.
Go ahead, Box.
Box.
There's one thing I want to say what Boss Hog said about the recruits. If you get the right coach, you don't lose recruits. You gain recruits. Do y'all know why the dude from Pine Bluff went to Missouri? It's because he looking at Missouri offense, they slinging the ball around the field, they quarterback can throw. He looking at Arkansas, they ain't. Quarterback can't throw. So what is he gonna do as a receiver? He gonna go to the team that's throwing the ball. Everybody hollering about Kenny Guyton. Don't y'all see y'all wide receivers is actually getting open since he ain't coaching them no more? So why do we want him coaching the offense? So we ain't got to worry. We ain't talking about they can't get separation. He ain't been there and we get separation. So maybe Kenny Guyton ain't for this program.
Ooh-wee. Hey, I'm telling y'all, hey, man, y'all duck because Box shoots shots tonight.
Hey, HM. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. He says, we get a decent OC if Pitman forces them to keep his son Kenny as the O-line coach. Yurachek needs to pay with his job too next year. And he follows that up with this one. 2022 Pitman lost 6 games with a preseason top 20 team. Follow that up with what will be 8 losses in year 4. You can't keep a coach going backwards 4 years. Hey. No lies detected. No lies detected. But they keeping him, and ain't nothing nobody on this panel can do or say about it. So,
we can make them think, though. We can make them think.
That we can. That we can. Because I'm going to tell you something. Yeah. This is the crazy part. Now, this is just me thinking outside the box. I'm thinking that Hunter Yurachek actually watches the Woo Pig podcast. Because he had nothing to say until we put that up last week. Like, why you ain't saying nothing? Why you ain't saying nothing? And then all of a sudden next week he came out saying, I'm gonna go ahead and support Sam Pittman for next year. He said it. Yeah, I know he watching. He in bed watching right now. I bet he in the comments. He in the comments. Man.
He got to go to jail, baby.
OD. Wait a minute. G Holmes.
Yeah.
You know you my guy.
Yeah.
It's time for some water, bro.
Hey man, I've been drinking water for 7 days.
But hey, it's time. It's time to dehydrate. It's time to dehydrate.
Hey man, I've been drinking water for 7 days, man. Let's get it.
Hey, Bavis, I got a question. Is it a money problem, man? I don't know about if y'all know about Bavis, but man, this dude is I don't know. He must got the Razorback books or something because he be knowing all kinds of stuff, man. So I want to know.
Bavis went to private school with Hunter Yurachek Jr.
Is it a money problem on the hill, man?
I think it is. I think it's a money problem. I think it's a money problem because if Hunter Yurachek said, hey, this ain't our guy, the boosters would be okay with putting the money up. You guys saw what Texas A&M did. Literally, they were beating the crap out of Mississippi State, and they got a donor on the field at halftime giving him a $160 million check just so on Monday they can tell Jimbo he's gone. We don't have that type of donor here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can I speak on that, man? I just want to go on a sad rant due to my boy Bavis and the information that he give us real quick. Man, you know, the saddest thing that y'all have all helped me realize through this entire ordeal is not only are we a clown of a football team once again, but you mean to tell me we got the smallest checkbooks too? Bavis, tell me that's not true, man. Please. Are we at the bottom of the SEC when it comes to money, man?
We number 11. Remember we went over that last week. It's on the internet.
Arkansas got the money. Arkansas got the money. We got the boosters that they all fighting on who they want. You got two boosters that really want Gus Malzahn. They really want Gus that bad. And so they was willing to pay the buyout for Gus and bring him here. But you got everybody else that no, we don't want Gus because Gus at Houston Nutt, you know, they had the state divided. So they don't want to go through that again.
So I shouldn't be depressed.
We have the money, but the money isn't like, all right, Hunter Yurachek, we trust you. You go make a decision. It's here's the money, but you got to do it our way. That's the big difference.
Okay, so with you saying that, let me ask y'all this question: do you think, with that in mind, and I'm gonna go around the horn with this one, and we'll start up there with Boss Hog. Do you think that this is enough for us to make a change at the AD position? Because maybe the boosters just don't trust his choices for a football coach, knowing that the football program is the staple of any program. Do you think the boosters are just saying, you know what, they're not really going to ride with Hunter Yurachek? What do you say, Boss Hog?
No, they like Hunter Yurachek. It's just that the boosters are so divided. You got, like I said, you got some that just really, really love Gus Malzahn. So Hunter can go back and say, look, I tried to fire Pitman last year. You didn't want me to, and you didn't want me to. You know, so that's why we stuck with him. You know, and that what I would do. I mean, because that's pretty much the facts. They wanted Pitman gone, but you had certain boosters just, hey, we gonna give you this money. We want you to get this guy.
And
that's
Box, what you say? Box missed the question, D.
He went out for a second.
Yeah, what's the question?
The question was, do you think, like, what's my guy's name up here to the top left that's got the information? Boppis. What Boppis said was about the donors not caring about Yurachek. So My question is, do you think they're tired of Hunter Yurachek, the boosters?
I think the boosters tired of Hunter Yurachek because Hunter Yurachek act like they don't exist. And when you act like the boosters don't exist by not listening to them, you don't exist.
Mm.
We get a ton of money from the SEC every year with our bad record. So we got the money. So all this notion about Arkansas ain't got no money, y'all can miss me with that. Arkansas got the money. Yurachek just ain't listening about it because he wanted to be him. He wanted to pump his own chest. Well, the last dude to try to do that, he went to Kansas. So if Yurachek don't watch out, he gonna be gone with Sam Pittman next year.
So I feel like a more clean question is this then. So whose decision was it to keep Pitman, Yurachek or the boosters?
But, I mean, wait a minute. I mean, that was Yurachek.
Yeah, it's his decision at the end of the day.
I mean, you know, Yurachek the face, but he ain't the money though. That's why I asked that question.
Yeah,
you think the guys
it
with
ain't
the
up,
money?
it ain't up to Yurachek. It wasn't up to Yurachek. It was the boosters.
Tonka Todd, you know, entertain both of those questions.
Number one, Yurachek is the one that has to come out yay or nay and say it publicly, but he ain't necessarily the one that's got the power to say yay or nay behind closed doors, okay? Because he's got bosses he has to answer to too. Okay, he's got the board of trustees, and the board of trustees is all the cats with the money. And the board of trustees has had their fingers deep in this athletic department in a bad way since as far back as all of us can remember. Okay, that's the root of the problem right there. And Gus Malzahn ain't coming to Arkansas. The two boosters can want him all he wants. He ain't coming back here. He doesn't want to coach at Arkansas. He doesn't want the job.
And for the record, I don't want him. Anyway,
amen.
Babas, what do you say to the question that was asked? G, can you ask the question again, just to make sure we got it?
So, do you think that, you know, based off of what you said about Hunter Yurachek and the boosters, do you think that the boosters are tired of Hunter Yurachek, so maybe they're not, you know, donating like they probably would?
I mean, I don't think overall they're not tired of him because he got, you know, basketball is his basically saving grace right now. I mean, you know, I know that one game, but like Musselman, Sweet 16, 2 Elite Eights. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, let me look at your credit card bill. Oh, damn, that shit is going to be high as fuck. I'm not coming.
Hey, watch the language, bro. We clean over here. Watch the language.
Sorry. Hey, is he drinking too? Is he drinking what Greg drinking? What's going on?
Man, I just got back from F1 Vegas. I ain't drinking for a while.
All right, so I got another question for Around the Horn, man. So after an embarrassing season like the one that we surviving right now, do y'all think the boosters are? Which mindset do y'all think the boosters are in? A, man, I hate everything I saw. I'm done sending money that way. We're not sending as much money as we've been sending. Or B, I think we need to give as much money to go buy some players as possible. Because Pitman did say something in his last press conference that had me thinking, like, wait, did something change in the NIL mindset? So what do y'all think? What do y'all think is going through the boosters' heads right now? You think they're gonna give more money, or are they done with this program?
Oh, they gave up more money for this NIL. He got a lot more money for this NIL. But if he has anywhere near a season next year like he had this year, he'll be fired mid-season. And they gonna believe me, the boosters will finally go out and pay top dollar for a coach. Because Arkansas, like I said, like everybody know, Arkansas is the laughing stock of the SEC. Arkansas is pretty much the only team that they'll pretty much kick out Arkansas, but they ain't gonna kick out Vanderbilt because Vanderbilt got the academic standards, you know. But Arkansas really, I mean, yeah, they got baseball, track, and all of that. But Florida got track, LSU got track. You know what I'm saying? Tennessee got track. You know, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, all them people got baseball also. So, will they
And
really miss
basketball.
Arkansas? Yeah, they really won't miss Arkansas.
That's sad.
Hey, read my super chat, man. Shout out to Lane New for supporting the channel. He says, decision is both. The boosters are throwing money toward a new offensive staff and into the NIL pool. Theory is they will buy a offense.
But that's what I mean. You're gonna have to get with that because that is where the trend is going. If everybody ain't gonna get on board with that, then they're gonna be left behind. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be able to change what your. I don't care what your standards are. I don't care what you think should be right. That's out the door. This is what we're dealing with. And so if you're not going to get your program on par with what's going on, you're going to have a debacle because these new players that are coming out, that's what they want to know. Hey, these 5-star recruits, you know me, I hate stars. But guess what? These 5 stars that you want to build your program around, what are they going to, the first question they're going to ask? Hey, what kind of money can I get here? And they don't mind. They don't mind asking that question because it's a legit question. What kind of money can you offer me? DZ said it last week. We were talking about Arkansas has great facilities. They don't care nothing about no facilities. I don't care nothing about that. I mean, Arkansas has great facilities. Yeah, you got great facilities, but if you don't have a player to go in them and work out, they're worth nothing. Period.
So I talked to someone in. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so I talked to someone at the Arkansas athletic department, and this was about in March. Had lunch with him, and he basically said the NCAA opened up Pandora's box with the NIL. And eventually what's going to happen, it's not going to happen today or tomorrow, but eventually what's going to end up happening is schools are going to have to stop basically spending money on athletic facilities and putting those, hundreds of $1,000,000 into doing athletic buildings or even like a $50 million practice facility. And it's going to go to basically NCAA students being contractors.
That's a good take right there, bro.
I can see that. Because it's out of control, man. These guys making a ton of money, dog, and I can see that they will eventually have to do that just to stay relevant.
And also to
definitely
create
can see that.
fairness. Well, they got to do it to create an equilibrium across the players in the sports too, because right now only 30% of the University of Arkansas's football team is really getting real NIL money out of all the players there, and so that difference right there, I mean, you're basically dividing, right? Just based on 85 players, only 30% of them are getting NIL deals. And so that contractor stuff makes sense too in the long run because then everybody's going to have a more equal base.
And that's why it makes so much sense for Nick Saban, which is a silent owner of that Mercedes-Benz dealership, to give all of his players Mercedes-Benz. Even the guys that are not getting NIL deals are driving Mercedes. Because guess what? The coach realized that point that you just made, and he was like, wait a minute. You can't leave the guy that I have blocking for my guy that's running the ball, passing the ball, whatever the case may be. I can't leave him out because he is a valued member of this team. And if I leave him out, then my team is going to suffer. So you know what? Let's give him Mercedes-Benz to drive for however long he's here.
Hey, he ain't no
Pitman better buy
silent
him
partner.
a dealership.
Hey, Saban ain't no silent partner. He owned that joint.
He owns two Dream Motors.
Yeah. So he ain't silent with that. He owned that.
Oh,
But
that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
but you know,
Pitman need to buy some.
Hey,
Pitman ain't that smart. Go ahead, Box.
I'm gonna read my super chat first. Hey, William Richards, man, he said, I want y'all to understand. I'm saying 35-31 over Tigers. I said what I said. Woo pig.
Ooh-wee. Bill Dick.
Maybe if we was on the road, but we playing at home and we suck at home.
So I want to go back to this question I had up here.
No, wait, whoa. Let Box, what was you gonna say?
I think since Pitman stayed, I don't think that was a package deal. I think the booster said we're gonna keep you, but we ain't paying KJ all that money. We got to go a different direction. So I don't think that's a package deal, and I don't think KJ gonna get all that money next year. So that's the only way Pitman can stay if they don't have to pay KJ that money. They're not gonna keep both of them with the same results.
So I got a couple of questions I want to talk about. One, I want to answer this question. And somebody in the chat, y'all can let me know. Is this possible? Maybe the NCAA needs an NIL salary cap. Is it possible?
Yes.
No.
I mean, it ain't possible, but they need to do something.
Okay. Let me explain something to everybody. NIL is not a salary a school pays you to go there. That's what it's being used for, but that's not the purpose. NIL stands for name, image, likeness. So when we go by EA Sports, players' names can be in the game. So when you buy a player's jersey with their name on the back, they can now get a piece of it. The players can now go be in ads to say, hey, come on down to Dream Motors where, Nick Saban is the owner and buy a Mercedes because look what I drive, right? That's what name, image, likeness means. It is not a salary. It is not something you get paid. It's not like a paycheck that we would get, all right? It's name, image, and likeness. That's what that means. So, no, you cannot put a salary cap on that.
Okay.
They can put a limit on it. That's the NCAA.
Well,
if you don't want to play, go to Division 2.
Yeah, Congress can step in, and somebody's gonna have to step in because you got certain states like Missouri. When you hit high school, if you sign once you sign with a college, you can start getting money. Texas, you can start getting money in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas, you can't do that.
Nope.
Arkansas is all
states.
backwards. You can't do none of that. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you got Texas. I mean, that's why you got guys that's gonna be quitting high school. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna sign with a college and be like, bam, all right, I'm done with high school, so I can go ahead and graduate early. You know why? They get that money. That money can start coming in.
All right,
I
got two questions.
Boss Hog.
Go ahead and finish what you're gonna say.
Boss Hog, you know why most basketball players go to a prep school out of state?
Yeah, because they don't have to deal with that. They can start getting money.
Exactly. That's when we lose a lot of our basketball players.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they go to prep school so they can start getting that money.
58 states.
I got two questions before we get out of here. Because this is probably gonna take us next 15-20 minutes on these two questions. My first question, round the horns. I'm gonna start with myself. The question is, do you want to see KJ back next year?
It's gonna be short. This ain't gonna take. This ain't gonna take long.
But the next one will. The next one will. I'm gonna say no. I don't want to see KJ back next year.
Let's go and get this one over with quick. Go around.
Hey, Deezy, we gonna go with you next.
Get him out of here.
G?
No.
Boss Hog?
No.
We already know what Box gonna say, so we gonna skip over him.
Skip me. Skip me.
Hey, Tucker shaking his head. Bobbis?
USFL is calling his name.
Woo!
Oh. Nobody want to see that dude.
Hey, is that the flag football league?
Hey, the chat, y'all gotta let us know. If you want to see KJ back, hey, let us know in the chat just with a simple yes or no. We're gonna throw him up on the screen. But Jeremy Robinson, we're not gonna put that one up, but he big man. All right, so my next question is this. Let's just say Sam Sam comes back next year, loaded weapons. He ready to rock and roll, and the Hogs go 10-2 next year. Do you give him another contract?
Oh, this gonna be quick
Oh
too.
no, he still got to play this one out. He got to play this one
take
out.
30 minutes. No.
Hey, he 10-2.
Nobody care.
10-2.
Yep, nobody care.
Nobody. So
Nobody
y'all mean to
care.
tell me y'all hate this man so much that he can't turn it around, and y'all be
I'm
okay
thinking
with
about
Sam
it.
Pittman being the coach going forward?
Okay. Let me first say. Let me first point out the fallacy of what you said, OD. Number one, he ain't going to go 10-2 next year. He could pay NIL and have the Dallas Cowboys change their name legally to come play for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Still ain't going to go 10-2 because he still can't coach. Period. End of story. Okay, he ain't a head coach.
10-4 one year. So what you mean?
No, he went 9-4.
Okay,
and that
my bad,
ninth win was over Penn State. That was also a depleted team in the bowl game because most of their guys was sitting out.
Hey, when you look at the records, does it ever say anything about my team was depleted? It don't. He won.
OD, he had Belima players.
It don't matter.
He had Belima players that year.
KJ is a leftover for Morris.
Hey, when he went 9-4, he was still playing with Brett players. Be real about it.
You mean Chad Morris?
Chad Morris players.
I mean Chad Morris players. They weren't his players. He was playing with Chad Morris players.
I said they was all super seniors.
Now we see what his players is doing, which is what we see right now.
And
Boo-boo.
And as long as he keeps Kennedy on staff, Arkansas will never be more than 6-6 on a good year. Period. End of story.
Hey, I want to answer your question, OD.
Go for it.
The only way I would be okay with keeping Pittman if he went 10-2, and this is if he went 10-2, is if we seen a completely new coach. If he learned how to use his timeouts, if the O-line had some type of magical greatest ever hits that we'd ever seen, where the quarterback not getting no sacks in the holes as big as Texas, if he had a home run OC hire that actually would want to stay with us, and Pittman had the kahunas to actually override anything on the team, I had to see a lot of improvement for something like that. Pittman would literally have to be a man. And I hate to say that, but like he was a little boy this year. So that's my opinion.
So what you're saying is no.
Basically.
What you saying is no.
Hey man, read my super chats, man. Lane New says yes. Put the NIL into a single pool and make players into employees of the university and pay them an annual salary. Yeah, but you can't do that though. That would take away from the NIL name, image, and likeness. So, William Richards, man, he's like, man, I'm done. Good night. Woo pig, no KJ.
Hey, how long was our last coach here? The high school coach. How long was
2 years?
2 seasons.
All right. So when Pitman came, when Pitman came, them players were juniors and seniors. So who players were Pitman coaching with?
Some of Brett players and some of Morris players.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them was Brett players. So he won with Brett Belima players.
The first 2 years, yes, those were Brett players. Because the first year,
one of them years,
the second year they were super seniors when he went 9-4.
You muted.
I don't want to see Pitman. I don't want to see Pitman. I don't want to see KJ ever again. But I got to deal with Pitman one more year.
Hey, I got a really good question for Around the Horn real quick.
Go for it.
So last year, if y'all remember, we broke the record for the amount of players that hit the transfer portal. With this news of Pittman staying, do y'all think that happens again? Or how can I answer? Do y'all think we're going to have a mass exodus in the transfer portal this year? Transfer portal.
I don't think so, but I think there will be one big surprise player that nobody think will leave. There's gonna be one player that everybody can be like, we got to keep this guy, but he's gonna leave.
McGlothern.
Oh, he's going to the pro.
He's draft eligible though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he out of here then.
It's going to be one of the young good guys.
If you're a player, why do you want to leave a team that the head coach coddles you and holds your hand and lets you watch Polar Express at halftime during ball games? Why do you want to leave that?
I can see some of the young guys on the offensive side, especially, getting up out of here. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, because he don't play.
I wouldn't be surprised if Satania leaves.
I can see Satania gone. I can see Gustav gone. I can see Malachi Singleton gone. I mean, it's a lot of guys. Devion Dozier didn't get no real playing time. It's a lot of guys.
I think Gustav only going to leave if Rocket come back.
Rocket ain't coming back.
So Gustav ain't leaving.
I hope
it's a player.
Leave, though.
It's a player that me and OD was talking. What was that? Stevens? Was it OD Stevens?
Yeah, from
he leaving.
Oh he should be on the first thing smoking out of here. Ain't no reason for him to stay. A lot of them guys should leave. I mean, it's just no reason for these guys to stay around, man. It's they not getting no playing time. A lot of them receivers, I think, gonna be gone.
Tell them to take Clark with them.
I can see Sustaining leaving.
I wouldn't renew his what's the name? I'd be like, bro, we not taking you back. You got your degree. We done.
We done with you.
Yeah, we
don't need you to. Number 17 has been retired.
Hey, but let's run over this little basketball. The Bad Boy Moors battle for Atlantis, man. Let's take a look at this real quick, man. Wednesday, we got Stanford at 6:30 on ESPNU. And Thursday we got that was Wednesday. I'm sorry. Wednesday, we got Stanford at 6:30. I don't know if I'm probably not. I don't know if I'm gonna do a show after that on that day. Thursday, we got either Memphis or Michigan. I guess depending on the bracket we in. If we win both games, we got a game Friday on the 24th, which it don't have a time yet. So hey, we can go 1-2 on this one. We can go 0-2. We can go 1-1, or we can go 3-0. This is my last question. Do we win the Bad Boy Moors battle for Atlantis?
No.
I'm gonna say no.
I don't think
we lose in the final.
We lose in the final.
I don't think we get to the final.
I say we win it. I say them boys gonna be so embarrassed from this last loss, they finna play out of their minds.
We still don't have perimeter defense, so they can play out their mind all they want. Our perimeter defense sucks.
The boy with the bad back, he won't play.
Back out.
I think he can be fixed.
He's still hurt.
What?
This is the thing about Arkansas team in this tournament. If we red hot, we'll outscore somebody. But if we ain't, we're gonna lose. Because our perimeter defense is that bad. We got a lot of one-on-one players. They selfish. That hurts us on offense.
Mm-hmm.
So this team right here, the Jekyll and Hyde team, until they locked in on defense, we gonna lose like we did last game, or we might beat Kentucky. We might all get ready for it because our perimeter defense sucked that bad. We can't guard nobody out there, and we selfish as all get out. That's our team.
We have to lock down on defense because they too selfish to win offensively. They want to shoot every time they get the ball. Battle jacking. He's shooting. He don't care. I'm shooting.
He got that OD mentality.
Hey, but I wasn't playing college ball. I was just saying, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all saw how I put that on the dome. He didn't play like you.
he open. Hey, you got to shoot it. But I mean, I put a lot of that on Musselman though. Musselman needs to draw up better plays because his offense, his half-court offense is trash.
They don't really run plays, man.
But they need to learn something.
Offense. He ain't never ran offense.
So what they just
They
doing?
don't run plays till
They just
March.
doing a weave until somebody get open.
Yeah.
Must don't even run play. He
Yeah,
don't even run plays
pretty
in
much.
March. They defense just so good in March. He ain't got to run plays in March. Must never run offensive play. Period.
He got to be out there running something, man. You just ain't out
hand
there
the ball
just not
off.
running. You got to run some kind of
Take
offense
the ball out of bounds.
because they running the
Hey,
Milwaukee
man.
Bucks offense. They running
their
Milwaukee
offense
Bucks
plays.
offense.
Bro,
You know what the book offense
we
is?
been-
Get the ball to G. Go ahead.
get out, yeah, get the ball to Giannis and get out the way.
And get out the way.
Hey, that's exactly what we doing too.
We out wild. Stop it.
But that's what I'm
Stop
saying,
it.
bro. We've been watching basketball and playing basketball our whole lives. You know who running plays. Whenever, okay, everybody in here, you remember the first time you watched Princeton play? You was like, oh my God, them dudes running plays.
Yeah.
They running plays. They scoring 45 points a game, and you can't score. How's that? You know what I'm saying? They running plays. But if you watch Arkansas basketball right now, they're not really running plays. They bring the ball up and immediately start saying, "Oh, you got this dude." It's just like us playing on the court. You remember that how it was, OD? Hey man, I got this little dude on me. Give it to me. I got him. I got him. You know what I'm saying? Get out the way. Get out the way. Hey, take your man out the lane. Take your man out the lane. Let me get
But
That's
him.
exactly how it is.
But this high level basketball, bro.
It don't matter.
They can't
It's
just
the
be out there
same.
doing that.
OD.
That's what they doing.
OD, if
see
I
what
was
Golden
a
State do.
5-star, OD, if I was a 5-star recruit, Muss is the last person I'd play for. You know why? Because he be having them guys so scared to make a mistake because they might come out after that first mistake. His yanking is getting out of hand. You can't have people scared to make a mistake because they're gonna make a mistake. You gotta let a player get in a groove. If you're a basketball player, you can't go out there and play 1 minute and go to the bench 10 minutes and try to get back in. You got to get in a basketball groove. Must yank players too quick. He don't let nobody get in the groove at all. That's his only flaw that I see.
Okay, Box, do you think that's a product of him having more players on the bench? Because you remember, for the last 2 years, he's only ran a 7-man rotation. Now he has the talent up to a 9-10 rotation.
He been doing the
Must
same
did that
thing
in
when he was at Nevada.
Exactly.
Did
He
the
was doing
same thing at Nevada.
And y'all gonna kill me with this statement. Ever since he stopped playing Pinion, we've been struggling. Hey, check this out. Hey, check this out though. I'm going to explain to y'all. Pinion slow the game down for them and make them have to run an offense. He make them have to swing the ball. That's what Pinion do because Pinion know the game. So
Boss,
he
you
make
drinking
them
what
have to slow
G-Hole
down.
drinking?
Hey,
No, I'm with Box on this. I'm with Box on this.
Hey, Box.
The last two games, Pinion ain't played. What have we did?
Hey man. White boy Rick ain't pumping no fear in nobody's heart, bro.
Wait a minute. Let
Tonka pumping fear in nobody's heart.
Let Tonka Tide talk for a minute. Go ahead, Tonka.
Hey, I'm with Box on this. I agree with that 100% because sometimes you need that player on the court that makes you pump the brakes. Because right now, what have we been seeing? Because Box has got the point, man. He ain't talking crazy. He's talking sense. When Pinion's not out there, it's give me the ball. There is no organization. Their feet ain't underneath them, and they just out running like chickens with their head cut off. And then we all mad because they out there running around with chicken. Well, if Pinion makes them slow down because he can't play defense, if he makes them slow down on offense, that's what Arkansas needs to do is slow down on offense.
But see that ain't what Gus like. Gus like up tempo.
I don't think it's opinion thing. I agree. We do need to slow down and get some half court. I think the real savior is Layden Blocker. He gonna have that perimeter defense that we need, and he actually is a point guard type player. I want to see Layden Blocker more.
Hey, Deezy, what happened to your sharpshooter this year? What happened to your sharpshooter this year, Deezy? You was all up
Davenport,
on his job.
Davenport has hit a three in every game. He just haven't been. He haven't played much.
What about?
I think Davenport started the last game, didn't he?
What about Davenport other game besides that 1-3?
I mean, you're right. He ain't been busting like I thought he would, but he still ain't been terrible.
He is part of the problem.
Nah, the problem is L. Ellis is not a point guard. We got to draw some plays up for battle. Tremont Mark get the forcing sometimes. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's not. We got a lot of different problems. I can't put it on one player this year. Not yet.
Our problem is Pinion ain't playing more. Playing more, we'll be undefeated.
Man, bye.
Yeah, I'm with Hogs. Play Pinion and play my man Bob Marley. Play Pinion and Bob Marley. It's a wrap.
Man.
Pinion.
Super trash.
Hey, white boy Rick.
Pinion was playing,
Super trash.
When Pinion was playing, we was undefeated. Take that to the grave.
Hey. We was gonna lose eventually. He only played 5 minutes a game.
Hey man, who would ever thought that Box was gonna endorse white boy Reed?
Man, that boy's trash, man.
That's Clark of basketball.
Hey, you know why? He is fundamentally sound.
Oh,
we don't have that nowhere else. The only person we got that at is Brazil, and he is overshadowed because of one-on-one basketball.
Yeah, we not using Brazil right. I do agree with that.
But Brazil got to be more. He got to demand the ball, man. He's so passive, man. Go get the rock.
But he's not a one-on-one
point guard.
He not a one-on-one type big man either.
I'm just saying you got to get him. I'm down low. Give me the ball. What's the turnover king? Hey, give me the ball, man. You out here tripping. Get the ball to me.
But you gonna have to have. You gotta have a turnover king.
They shooting on the first pass. You can't demand the ball.
Man, put Bacchiotomy in there. Bacchiotomy gonna get a bucket.
Man, he gonna shoot. All they gotta do is foul him. He 37% from the free throw line. He ain't gonna make one. I just foul him. You just hack a shack on that boy. Yeah. But anyway, man. We about to shut it down, man. We appreciate everybody for rocking out with us, man. Thank you for the sponsor of the Woo Pig Podcast, 3M Electric, for all needs. Whatever you need electrical, they are your go-to contractor in Northwest Little Rock. Man, I keep saying Little Rock, Northwest Arkansas. Give them a call. They are SDVOSB. No job too big or small. They dependable, reliable. Let them know you guys at the Woo Pig Podcast sent you. 479-408-9865. Deezy. Got anything you want to say?
Hey, man. First of all, as always, we got to give a big shout out to the fans, man. All of the people tuned in. We still over 100, and we about to shut it down. It's late on a weeknight, and y'all rock with us every time. We appreciate that. And then I want to give a big shout out to all these guys on the screen, man. We got so many fan favorites, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and helping us grow every single week, man. And then I got to give a shout out to OD and medium, healthy, sexy, man. I mean, he's the guys right here, dog.
He's medium.
Hey, yeah, I'm finna get on that water diet too, so my waist can get even better. And then last but not least, hey, Box, you said you're gonna take me to a basketball game this year, man. Let's make it happen. I'm out.
He gonna take you to the Little Rock game.
I got you. No, I don't. I'm going. We going to the Hill.
Yeah, I ain't never been.
Hey, G, take us home, baby.
Hey, yo. It's your boy G Holmes, aka Water Sexy. You know what I'm talking about?
This guy.
Bro, like DZ said, man, shout out to everybody, man. Boss Hall, always in here with us, man. He rock with us. My man's Box. Hey, man, I've known this dude a long time, man. This is what he do. I love that dude. Tonka Ty. Hey, man, you know what it is, man. Tonka, he been rocking with us literally from day one. That's a fact, man. So all of my family, man, up there on the hill, hey, QB4, Biz, Sparky, hey, my little nephew, Chipper, my nephew, and my niece down in Oxford, Mississippi. I know y'all be watching your uncle. This is what we do, man. Everybody down here in Little Rock. Yo, and we forgot to tell y'all, OD gonna be in the city on Thursday. Yo, it's going down. Box, don't you run, sucker, because I'm going to call you. Don't run. Don't run, sucker.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Give a shout out. Hey, give a shout out to our guy on the left right there. I like him.
Bovis.
Boppers.
Yeah, I like him.
Boppers.
Yeah.
Bovis.
Shout out
I
Boppers.
like him.
Bovis.
Boppers.
Hey,
You sound like you said bop it. The little toy.
Hey, you Boppers now, man.
Boppers.
Your name is Boppers.
Your name is Boppers.
we
Hey,
gave
you
you
sound
a
like
nickname, man.
You sound like a biblical bad guy.
Hey, hold on, G. Before you shut it down, G, I want to give a special shout out to everybody. ML8429, Boss Hog, Little Rock 2517, Fishman, Box, Moon, the Hog Wild Podcast, William Richards. Who else I got on here, man? Lane New, HM. I think that's it, man. That's all my super chats, man. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. We really appreciate it, man.
Shout out, man.
Hey, when I tell y'all G coming in 4K next week, G coming in 4K next week, baby. We getting ready.
Man.
We coming.
Man, we coming, man. Hey, Woo Pig Podcast, man, we doing something special, man. And we doing it not for us. We do this not for us, man. We was doing this before y'all. Just amongst ourselves. We doing this for y'all, man, and we appreciate everything y'all do. But Box, don't you not answer your phone this week, man, because OD gonna be in town, sucker. He wants OD gonna be in town. Hey, we gonna put all this to rest.
Friday we can go to what's that little spot? Not War Memorial, because we probably won't get on there on Friday. But what's that other? The gym. What's the big gym you go to? They got the basketball court.
Oh, LA Fitness? Or
yeah, we can go to LA Fitness. We can get in.
Yeah, we can go get that. Yeah. Hey, man, don't run. Hey, I love you.
Hey, Box said you can catch me at what's the name of that the wing spot? I mean the Texas Roadhouse. You said catch me at Texas Roadhouse, man.
Texas Roadhouse or Popeyes.
Give me my rose.
Hey, man, I tell y'all what, man, we do this for this right here, man. We love y'all, and guess what? Hey, man, I said what I said.
Hey, go get the hoodie, man. Go get the hoodie. It's in the description.
Go get the hoodie. I said what I said, man. You see it? Woo Pig Podcast, man. We out here in these streets, man. I said what I said, baby, and I'm out.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Woo Pig Podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G Holmes, it's the bad.